In my last Thought Leadership Thursday, I was discussing the importance of artificial intelligence and its impact on travel safety. I went as far as to say it is the future of travel safety, and I stand by that statement. That's completely true. However, I wanted to talk to you about some new technology. It's actually been some technology that's been around for some time, but I would hazard a guess that the majority of people haven't really heard of it, and that is something called blockchain. Now, blockchain is a technology that runs something you probably have heard of, which is the cryptocurrency called Bitcoin. So let me just explain, what the heck is blockchain? Well, blockchain quite simply is a ledger. Now, what do I mean by a ledger? A ledger is something that simply records transactions. I go and buy something, it gets recorded in a ledger, and we can go back and we can check that ledger anytime to prove that I made that purchase. Okay, great. So if you think about us in travel safety, the majority of people are spending a lot of money on tracking services. They're using people's mobile devices and other technologies to go and track where they are, whether they've arrived at the airport, whether they've arrived at the hotel, where they are when they're actually on their travels. Now, the difficulty that, and I know that Stu's already mentioned this in a previous Thought Leadership Thursday, is there's a whole bunch of challenges in around that because it really relies upon the user, the person who owns the device which you're tracking. Because you could leave that at home, you could leave that in a hotel room, you could even run out of battery, which is a problem. So let's just think about blockchain. If blockchain is a ledger, and it's a ledger that is completely secure. Now, what I mean by that is a standard ledger resides in one place. It's a single database somewhere. Now, that has a tendency to get hacked. People can get access to that and people can change it. Blockchain is very different. Blockchain is spread across millions of computers. The ledger itself, all of the records are spread across millions of computers around the world. So for you to be able to hack it, you'd have to go and find all of those computers and hack each of those individually. Secondly, every transaction is based on the previous transaction, hence the name chain, because it's creating a chain of transactions. So for you to go and then falsify something in the ledger, you'd have to go and rewind and falsify all of the other transactions. It is nearly impossible, they believe, to crack this in any way, shape or form. So we have this inherently secure way of tracking transactions. Now let's think about our traveller. As a traveller, I will automatically go through a number of transactions getting to my location. So for example, I turn up at the airport, I go to the car park, the car parking system makes a transaction. I then go up to the airport itself and I go and check my baggage in, another transaction. I then get on the plane, I check in the plane, another transaction. I come through the airport at the other side, they check my passport, another transaction. I go to my hotel room, I check in there, another transaction. So as you can see, we can create a really secure, very granular transaction history of our travellers, meaning that we as travellers don't have to worry about whether or not we've got our devices with us to help us stay safe. I think this is a very, very exciting development, and we're a couple of years off yet because to make this work, we'll have to get the buy-in of all the other parties. But blockchain is coming up incredibly quickly. Just the other day, Reuters announced that the UN is thinking of using blockchain for identification globally. That is an amazing step forward and shows you just how quick this technology is going to emerge. And here at eTravelSafety, of course, we are looking at that technology now. We're looking to see how we can build it into our solutions to help even more people stay safe than ever before. I'd love to speak to some other people about blockchain. I'm always open to great conversation. So please do contact us, ask for James, and I will speak to you. Many thanks.